Hello Nigeria, hello Africa, hello the rest of the world. Once again, this is your boy Dr. 96, aka the realist. In fact, this video today is going to be a very short one, and it's going to be a wake-up call to southern politicians in Nigeria. Now it is obvious, it is glaring, it is very conspicuous, it is open that the northern agenda has been revealed. But this wake-up call can help the southern politicians to wrestle power from the northerners, because what is now left, the only option, the only alternative left for the southerners is to show a tendency to wrestle power from the north through a strong alliance. Now we've seen from the body language of the northerners and from Buhari himself, the northerners have already divided the southern part of the country. The southwest has been divided, and the southeast stroke south has been divided through their cunning action. Now we saw the enmity between Wike and Peter Obi, how Wike undermined, ignored and abused Peter Obi. And this is one of the reasons why some of the southern governors decided to betray Wike. And at the end of the day, what happened? The Hausas, the northerners, in person of Tambuwal, that has been showing allegiance to Wike at the 11th hour, decamp to a fellow northerners camp, that is Atiku. Now, there exists a rancor, enmity between Wike and Peter Obi. That is to say, indirectly, there's already a disagreement between southeastern part of the country and southern part of the country, southeast stroke south. And in the west that is left, now we've seen how the northerners have already divided the west. The camp of the western Nigerian politicians, that is the Yoruba politicians, have already been divided through the rancor disagreement between the current vice president in person of Osinbajo and Senator Tinubu. Now Tinubu is feeling a serious betrayal on the part of Osinbajo for declaring himself. So they are now seeing themselves as competitors. They are not seeing themselves as one anymore. They are seeing themselves as arch enemies. Now we've seen how the northerners really divided the entire south through their hypocrisy and their fake allegiance. If truly Buhari really want to secede power to the southwestern part of the country based on the arrangement and agreements he made with Tinubu, I think Buhari is in position to have cautioned Osinbajo not to contest. Buhari never did that. Rather, he encouraged Osinbajo to be an opposition to Tinubu. And right now, we've seen what the APC committee members are now saying, that they want like a consensus candidate, that is a candidate that will be totally agreed. And from what Buhari has altered, he said that he wants to single-handedly select a candidate that will represent APC in the presidential race. That is, he is trying at all costs now to unpick a candidate that will succeed him. And we all know Fulani for who they are. Buhari has never mentioned the candidate of his choice up to now. And this is just like 2 days to the APC convention when the presidential candidate will be nominated. We all know that Buhari is not going to pick either Osinbajo or Tinubu to succeed him, because they know that these two individuals, they are very wise and they are very intelligent. Definitely, he will want a candidate from the northern part of the country that will cover all his atrocities. So what I'm trying to say in essence now is that it is high time the Southerners, that is the Southern Nigerian politicians, irrespective of ethnic clan we belong to, it is the time we now form a solid arrangement to single-handedly pick a candidate. We know now that PDP has selected a northerner in person of Atiku, and there is proximity and probability that the APC too are going to select a northerner to run under the APC flag. Now, if this happens, I think it is now the onus is on the southern Nigerians to know that APC or PDP will never work for them. So what is now left for us now, an alternative option from my own personal perspective, is the Labour Party. The Labour Party has handpicked Peter Obi as their presidential candidate. And this will have been a very great and wonderful opportunity for all the Southerners to support Peter Obi. And I want to use this opportunity too to encourage Sowore to work with Peter Obi so that they will have a very strong alliance. There will be strong coordination between the Yorubas and the Igbos and other ethnic clans represented in the southern part of the country. And this will give the youth of the southern part of the country an avenue to work together and vote for these two people. I think that is the only option left. If peradventure APC, in order to cover up, in order to disguise, in order to cover the master plans at the grand finale of the northerners, if they pick a southerner, a candidate from southwest, let's assume Tinubu, to run for APC, we all know that the entire north will never vote for him. If they unpick Osinbajo, we all know that the entire north will not vote for him. So they might want to at least dissuade the Nigerians that they are not after northern agenda by systematically pick somebody from the southern part of the country to run for APC presidential candidates. But this will not work. It is all gimmick. It is all game. And these people, they understand the game of politics better than we think. All they are concerned is power. They know that whoever gets the power, get the assets, get the finance, get the resources. So I'm using this opportunity to encourage Sowore to form an alliance with Peter Obi. There's still time left now for these two entities to interact and reach a consensus. There's nothing bad if Peter Obi should go for presidency under Labour Party and Sowore goes as his running mate. This will really help us. This is the time that we put political differences aside. This is the time we put ethnicity aside This is the time we put religious sentiment aside in the southern part of the country. What we really need now is a fierce battle, is a strong competition with the northerners. This will be a situation of North versus South in 2023, and the southern politicians should wise up, they should wake up. This is the time we need one strong candidate from the southern part of the country. And I want to encourage, by virtue of religious inclination, the population of Christians, let's say adult Christians in Nigeria, there are more than 15 million. If all Christians in Nigeria decide to vote for Peter Obi, this will go a long way to wrestle power from the northern part of the country. It will be a big shame, it will be a big hypocrisy, it will be a big shame on the part of the religious leader in the southern part of the country to allow power to go to the northern part of the country this time around. I'm not being religious bigot, but I'm just being sincere. I'm being realistic of the event that is being unfolding in Nigeria. The southern Christians, even the middle belt Christians, the northern Christians, we cannot allow a Muslim president this time around, because they will continue to propagate an Islamic agenda which will enable and encourage persecution of Christians, as we've seen in the last 7 years of President Buhari administration in Nigeria. So this is the time the Christians select their own. Please, I beg all the southern politicians, I beg all the youth in the southern part of the country, let us go for Peter Obi, and it will be a very good teamwork if Peter Obi and Sowore could work together. I'm from the southwest, I'm from the Yoruba ethnic group in the southern part of the country. But my priority now, but my major concern now, is to see power coming to the south. The entire southern part of Nigeria are my brothers. The northerners are my brothers too. But the way they are playing out politics of domination, politics of domination, politics of subjugation, politics of oppression, we should say no to this. And the only way we can achieve this is through some of the suggestions I've made. In conclusion, it will be a great benefit, a great opportunity, and it will definitely yield a positive outcome if the southerners, that is the entire southern part of Nigeria, should ignore PDP and APC this time around and go for APC and go for Labour Party. We should all form a strong alliance, and we should all form a solidarity and strong support for Peter Obi, so that the power will come to the southern part of the country, so that we can tell the northerners that they don't have the monopoly of power. And it is true. If the northerners, the corners, if they have monopoly of selecting president for Nigeria, definitely President Buhari wouldn't have failed 4 consecutive times until 2015, when he was being supported by the southwestern part of Nigeria, and he was able to win the election. This has clearly indicated that the corners have no monopoly. They don't have absolute right. They don't have absolute opportunity of selecting presidency. So the southern part of the country should work together now. We need this more than ever before. And I believe if the entire South work together, the middle belt Christians, they will support us too, and power can conveniently come to the South. This is just my contribution today. I remain your humble friend, Dr. 96, aka The Realist. As I always reiterate and emphasize at all time, it is best, the very best, to be real to ourselves. And being real, there's a lot of fulfillment, there's a lot of internal peace, there's a lot of internal joy. Keep it real at all time. Let us be sincere to ourselves. Let us be our brother's keeper in the South. We have the resources, we have the blessings of Nigeria. So we should not allow stranger to be dictating how our resources is being shared to us. Till I come your way another day, bye for now and peace forever. Peace.